What is going on, Roland Empire? Here, guys, to give you a video. So now we have the Falcon and the Winter Soldier episode 4. You know, you guys know how I do these things. I call them reactions and reviews. It's me just basically giving what I thought of the episode. Like it's spoilers. So I just talk about the scene and then what I felt about it. You know, criticizing it in a very respectable way as best as I can. And you know now with Disney Plus and just Marvel, we have this fourth installment now. Now we have finally with Bucky, Sam, and Zemo. Everybody's just trying to find out who these flag smashers are. I think I finally got the name right. So these flag smashers, and realizing then what goes on with Sam. There's a nice little scene where he finally talks with Carly and tries to get why are they doing this, and that's a nice little scene. That's a nice little kind of character kind of dialogue that I find sweet. That is probably one of the better things of the Flag Smashers, and then with this, we got more of the duo melange. I know I'm botching it, but you guys know what I mean. Realizing that they want something with Zemo too, and Bucky's trying to give them more time. They got like 8 hours or so, trying to get as many answers as they can. And throughout this, you see a lot that, like, even though Zemo you think is likable, and we might said that there might have been some kind of character recons. That's still the same Zemo we know from Civil War. Okay, with even though the Falcon and Winter Soldier has given him more of a depth kind of thing, they're trying to make it seem he's still that character. You want to trust him, but you're not too sure. And then Bucky and Sam tried the best of what they can to work together and still have this kind of nice comedic chemistry. But it's like you're rooting for them, but it's that kind of like likable team up that you expect from these the buddy cops and all. So yeah, and all this, it really just it's not a centerpiece of like how much of these characters are going through in the show, and just realizing then just how humane all these people are, no matter if they have all these superpowers, if they have all these kind of greater than life aliases and all. So I have a good time with the show, still realizing the groundwork element of these characters and all. And I want to say this show is really good, but I'm like, there's some character decisions that I think I wish could have been done better. You had to get through a whole process of me trying to say maybe they could have done this, or maybe they kind of did this and all that stuff. It's just there's certain decisions that I understand, and it doesn't take away from me a lot. Ironic that because I'm putting it on the spotlight how I feel about it, but it's me being realist. So like even though I said I like the show a lot, there's still things that could be done like better. Just realizing certain character motivations and all this stuff, and then how they kind of just do that kind of stuff. That's just my version, but I still have a good time. And then with a lot of this, I like also like John Walker's character. I know he's very dislikable and all, but I like the character, how he's going through. You don't understand what he does. You understand why he feels the way he does. Like Sam and Bucky, he's trying to give them a chance. They won't want him to. He has to live up with this Captain America name. His friend kicked the bucket, so I understand he'd be pissed and he'd be smashing that super soldier with the thing, blood coming in the shield. It's very intense. That's very Homelander-esque. I was waiting for a Homelander scene. I was like, this might have been it. We finally got it, guys. And good job to Y. Russell and his performance. So yeah, this is really shaping up to be like an extended, really Marvel movie, especially since all of them are being almost to 50 to 55 minutes. Really is so intense. I am enjoying it. Like I said, from Bucky being the more standout from what he got in the beginning of the episode, which is how he is with the fighting throughout the end of the sequence. Seeing Falcon care for his family, but still has to be, he's still the character we know to come. So like I say, there's a lot of this of I just find admiration of character developments. It's just certain kind of executions, like like how it was like having a cell phone be the reason and all this, and having John Walker coming in and ruining like the mess of what went on with Sam almost getting to the Flag Smashers, maybe convincing them and all. Certain kind of decisions like that, I'm like, I wish can be better, but I want to give up my overall judgment when the episodes are out. It's funny to say we have two more episodes now, but these are my opinions that I go through episode. it's still really enjoyable. And I like that, again, with this now too, this has been like a very gruesome, very brutal for what Marvel has done for a Marvel kind of property, the MCU version, because we have Sony, we have Fox, so the Disney side of this. And it's shaping up that we might be getting more opening doors to do many more things. I want to see when, if they ever will take some kind of rated R TVMA route kind of thing. They're not there, but they're almost like knocking door. They're almost knocking door with that, with this hard, intense, like, what would you say, TV-14, a hard PG-13 kind of thing, that kind of shape. And there's so many more things. Like, okay, like, it's just, I want to see how much a more Falcon's families are going to tie in with this main plot. And Bucky, again, just seeing them live out this trauma. This show's capitalizing on his plot. His plot, it really is that kind of, it's breathtaking. It's astonishing to see this kind of thing. And then just realizing, I really want to see more of Bucky, like where he's going to go on and everything. And Zemo's still likable, but like, again, Zemo, you still not too sure if you want to trust him. But it's an overall fun series. I am kind of deciding now if I'm like, it has shapes for it to be the best, but I know then there's sometimes other things that they do, these kind of character motivations that are just so unexpected, or they're trying to serve a message, and it's not as like, in your face, but I just can't help to admit certain flaws when I see them. But that doesn't mean, like I say, guys, that this isn't a bad series. It's overall still enjoyable, but hey, 2 more episodes. God, goodness, that's like so bittersweet. We got 2 more episodes. Hopefully, there's a lot of wrap ups that they can wrap up, and it's not a disappointing series. I do want to see more flesh out things from these characters, like more that I'm barely knowing, but the ones I do know help because of the films and all. I still like. I'm liking like just like more. So there is a fair balance of 2 things. 2 things of what I think. Okay, guys, like, I still have a good time. I still definitely have a good time. But like I always say, these are just my thoughts and opinions. Let me know if the series isn't working for you. Why isn't it? What could be better? Or if the series is working for you. Is this one of your best? Do you like Bucky too? Is Bucky one of your favorites? Is this one of the best things for you guys? I think it's entertaining. I am seeing certain, like, what do you call it? Like plot holes, like things that could be tweaked up character-wise. A bit of a narration kind of thing. But I'm still really enjoying. I'm really enjoying how fun of these characters that I do know what they're going through, and like the story of certain narratives of their lives, how relatable they are, and just how satisfying, how enjoyable they are, for me and all. So all this in the comments below. And as always, roll an empire, laugh, smile, repeat.